this button and say, yo, what up? How's it going, man?
It's going good. There's a lot of foundations in here. Wasn't sure what I wanted to run yet. I've been looking at it all day. There's so many foundations on Chaos right now.
There's a lot of good ones. All right, man. Well, this is your first deck, Doctor, correct?
Yes.
Hit me with the elevator pitch. How does your Coda deck work?
It's bird strings with no progressive.
Okay. All right. Bird as in Tokoyami, correct?
Yes.
Okay. From there, what is the goal of this deck, Doctor? What do you need my help with?
Well, if you look at the block zones and everything, it's kind of mid-heavy, and my foundations don't just line one way right now. It's very everywhere.
Right.
I want to get it down to about 65 as well.
Okay. Do you want me to try and add anything, or do you just want me to start making cuts?
Cuts, really, and if you see anything that's just avidly missing.
Sure. Then let me hit the refresh because I started adding stuff. And we'll get rid of them. It says 8. All right. The goal is to get this number down to 65, and so let's just take a quick little peek at this here. You like the attack lineup? 21 is the number there, yeah?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Maybe 20, but I like it right there.
Okay. And then we got 4 UA high. 4.
Because I helped the removing it.
Right.
Yeah, I'm running a complete ally package.
Mm-hmm. I think this easily gets to be a 3 of if we're making cuts.
Okay.
I think you know how terrain works, yes?
Yes.
All right. If you draw 2 of these in your hand at the same time, that sucks. You just have a quote dead card in your hand. You have to figure out how to remove it instantly, and then maybe it's like not the right time to remove it. To the point where probably whenever you're done with this deck and you play it a couple times, you're actually gonna put this card closer to a 2 of, truthfully. But I think playtesting it at a 3 is totally reasonable. I think you should test it at 3 to see if you like it at 3. But I could easily see this card coming down to a 2 of.
I feel it.
From here, let's take and look at this. Where are we at now? 73. Okay. Shadow's Aid at a 2 of. How you feel about this card?
Well, I really do like it, because you can sculpture momentum pretty easy with this deck, because it's not momentum hungry except for home run comment.
Right. I think it's a beautiful 1 of. I think it's so tasty at 1. Friend of Animals. I guess it is a tactic with Shadow's Aid, so that's really cool. And then it works with Coda of Commit a Foundation. It gets 2 speed. I think 2 is perfect. In the Typhoon is a 4 of. You're gonna have to sell me on this one.
Probably not supposed to be.
Did you mean 1?
Yes.
Okay, so that's what I wanted at.
But just since he gets to basically grip a new hand at the end of his turn every time,
right?
You got the discard too. It works.
Yeah, that is totally true. That is totally true. I think having it 1 in the main board and then more in the sideboard is probably where we need to be. Like, you easily, if you have to play more defense, just like take out these other 3 diffs for them, right? These are just like perfect slots to be taken out.
Looking at it, I know you don't do sideboards.
Yeah.
But I'm planning on having a bird side and a bird, if you can see.
Yeah.
So what would you cut to put 1 there?
That's a great question. Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. Maybe a Frigid? I don't know, but Tokoyami loves that card. Yeah, I have no idea. I ain't got a clue.
Okay.
We'll move on.
One of it is.
We'll move on. One in nature. This card's cracked. I think minimum 2. I agree with this. Graceful maneuvers. You already have release. You already have. Man, I hate infinite potential. You already have back to back. You have cool student. I'm not positive that you need this card.
Okay.
Yeah.
We can get that one.
I'm gonna leave it for now as we talk about other stuff. Mall Day.
Okay.
Sell me on it.
It's mostly since it's an ally, and I can pick it up. And where was it that I pick it up?
The UA High.
Yeah, I can pick it up and sculpt my attacks. Because I'm gonna check an attack at some point. It's just my luck at this point. But probably closer to a 2 of or a 1 of for sure.
If Coda let you draw for ally cards and not ally attacks and actions, I'd be down.
Yes.
The fact that Mall Day doesn't let you draw, it's gone. This card sucks.
Okay.
Fighting Spirit. Sell me on this one.
Like I said, a lot of this was me just looking at all the foundations, so it's just added in. I disagree on that one too.
It's a one of, but I think it's a one of, but it's first to go.
Okay.
Resting between bouts. I like this card. I think this card's cool. I think it's gonna end up being a one of as well. And let's. Oh, hello, Tokigami. Let's take a relook at our stats here. We're down to 60. We're gonna increase some stuff, and we're still even here. Let's go back to our difficulty. First day of class. I love Villains Defeated. I love Wealthy Aspirations. I dig in this deck. Do you have a momentum thing? You do have a momentum thing. You don't have a momentum
that was
thing.
Where it was.
Do? Okay.
Look, go over to command again. Pigeon flop. Build one ally foundation from your discard pile. That was where I got Mall Day from.
Yeah, I love that. I think we're gonna have enough with things like back-to-back, cool student, Shadow's Aid, Friend of Animals. I think we're gonna have enough that we don't have to play, quote, a bad card.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, Wealth Aspirations is cool. Cool Student is cool. Back-to-back is cool. Training with Gunhead is another good one. Infinite Potential. Can I convince you to cut both of these and just play 2 more releases?
Yep.
Cool.
Absolutely.
That card's gone. This card is in difficulty. Stronger Darkness. Requesting Assistance is a 2 of.
Now, with the cuts, I think it could be a 4 of.
I think it needs to be a 4 of because your character says commit a foundation : If your character didn't say commit a foundation : we could talk about it not being a 4 of. But this one card counts as 2 abilities on Coda, right? Or we've got things like Shadow's Aid, right? Like I've got my 2 momentum. I'll commit Shadow's Aid. I'll requesting assistance. I'll play that attack that I just picked up, and then I'll commit the Shadow's Aid again to pick up another one, right? Like there's a lot of stuff you can do with like what requesting assistance has got going on.
Okay.
We'll take a look. We're at 62, 17, 27, 17. All right, I'm gonna what was the number we're shooting for here? 65, right?
65.
We're gonna make it 66 so I can put 2 of each low and a high in. All right, so we're gonna do one with nature, and then we're gonna do one. Man, I want to do one friend of. Actually, we could do 1, 1, and then 1. We have increased our 3 difficulty count a little bit, just a smidge. Yeah, we've increased our 3 difficulty. I'm actually gonna drop this and just put in a second one of these, just to say that I think this card's actually gonna be useful in your deck, and I don't think the other one will be. I've got this all incredibly even. We're at 65 here.
I like it.
Yeah, I think. Have you tested this deck at all?
I haven't had a chance yet.
Okay. Yeah, I think this is where I would be to once again just to start my testing, right? Like I think I think it's going to be I think it's going to be good.
How do you feel about so I've got Ruin in there, but at some point committing your character, I can't play Summon Dark Shadow before I've formed with Coda because it's just gonna screw everything up. So 2 of to make it still string.
I think that's fine. I mean, there are ways. If you can figure out how to put a speed on something, 1 of nature gives it the damage, right? Same thing with Friend of Animals. Oh, it gets 2 speed here, right?
Okay.
Yeah, friends of animals and 1 of nature cover it.
Yes, it does.
Yeah. And so like there are ways to do it. This card's also just like exceptionally good on defense, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. He play ball committed? No, he's not play ball committed. Thank goodness. I think he'd be cracked if he was play ball committed. Yeah, this card is cool. This is probably where I would start with the chaos version.
You have anything against all the attacks being high? Every single attack is high?
Nah.
Okay.
It certainly telegraphs what my opponent has to have, right? But like it just like it says that like Giant Bite Detention, you just shuffle low blocks back in their deck, and like it just makes them harder for them to find relevant cards. Yeah.
Okay. I like this deck. I've been ever since they announced Coda. He looks like he's gonna be really, really good if done the right way.
Yeah, I agree with that. I got to watch Tim Freely play Coda out in Pasadena, and he was doing some really crazy things with that character. So, like, yeah, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I'm excited to play him as well.
Okay.
Is there anything anything you think we missed?
I don't think so. I would like to be able to have stats up to have some more stat increase in foundations, but there's just not as enough of that without committing your character in chaos, I don't think.
I agree fully. Yeah. I agree with that completely. Maybe under his other 2 symbols we can get there.
It would be, which I would agree with, but he in his other symbols there's like no ally attacks.
Correct.
There's
Yep.
3 in life, and I don't remember how many there were in good.
Probably none. Maybe 1. Yeah, he's certainly a chaos deck for sure, right? And that also includes his own, right? He's got 1 including his own. Yeah, he's just a chaos deck right now, which is totally chill. That's totally fine. I mean, set 4, set 5, set 6 come out, and like this character like gets to like really play some really interesting, cool rampant strings. That'll be cool.
Okay.
All right. Well, let me stay on the line long enough for me to shoot this deck list over to you, and all you're going to do is you're going to click the copy button right here, and if you're logged into your UVS Ultra account, it will copy this entire list for you.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah. All right, buddy. We'll catch you next time, all right?
Thank you. You have a good one.
Peace.